But we have such a problem today with divorce, and it's not just outside of the church, it's in the church. And God hates divorce. Now, he doesn't hate divorcees, but he does hate divorce. And we need to do everything we possibly can to make our marriages work and not just be so quick to give up. So of people's heart, but it was never his will from the beginning. Some people ask questions about the perfect will of God compared to the permissive will of God. God's not going to turn against you. You're not going to lose your salvation if you get a divorce, but if you really want to be obedient to God and do things his way, you're going to make certain that you have biblical grounds to get a divorce, forcing you. And there's so many people today that that's the first place their mind goes. Well, I'm out of here. And I think because there is so much divorce inside the church, people are beginning to think there's not a problem with it. And it's, like I said, this is not about God not loving you anymore or turning against you, or it's just, it's not the thing that pleases God. And when God joins something together, when those two become one, just think for a minute about how painful and hard it would be to separate that now and tear it apart.
Yeah, that one.
So I think a lot of times people don't think about the consequences. Don't you? I think they make a decision.
It's very difficult to think about the future when we're in a current situation where we're hurting.
And
yes.
You haven't gone through these consequences yet.
Exactly.
So you may think it's no big deal.
Yeah.
But don't get married with the idea in mind, now it's your job to keep me happy.
Yeah.
We need to do just the opposite. What can I do to make you happy? And if you do that, then God will move and make you happy. Get a divorce, you need to think there are going to be consequences from this. You know, you're not just going to go on like normal, except now you don't have this person that's giving you a problem. So we talk about, okay, God does give room if somebody's unfaithful to you. You can divorce them, but I do want to add you don't have to. You can choose to forgive and try to make it work. And, you know, I don't know everybody's situation, and I want to make it very clear that I am not judging anybody. Not trying to dig into your stuff. Each relationship is different. Each person's reasons for why they do what they do is different.
That's true.
But
yes.
I would just plead with everybody today not to do it without asking God, is this what you want me to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we need to at least you just don't know what might happen if you stick it out for a while. I still think about myself and what, you know, or even like you, where would you be now if you would have just said, well, I'm out of here, I'm not putting up with this. And, you know, you can go marry somebody else, but that doesn't mean you're not going to have similar or even worse problems with them.
Yeah.
Very rarely, I don't want to get myself in trouble saying this, but very rarely are all the problems one person's fault. Now, there are times, you know, when you can be a great wife and your husband's unfaithful, or a great husband and your wife's unfaithful.
But we're all human also.
But we're all human. And we always have the option to do the better thing. We always have the option to forgive and to be merciful. And of course, the question is, well, what if he does it again? Well, at least you've given that opportunity to let the person have restoration. Yeah.